Ask me some freaking questions! Dear Moose, what's up? Not a lot, just making a video. What is your favorite movie? The Big Lebowski. Hands down, without a doubt, no argument, the greatest movie ever made. The Big Lebowski, look it up. How many bands have you been in total? Just a couple less than the amount of exes I have. About 20. What is your favorite video game? Right now, my favorite games are BioShock for PS3 and World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. What kind of stuff are you into, apart from music and YouTube? Well, apart from music and YouTube, I enjoy reading comic books, metaphysics, collecting action figures, tabletop gaming, and, like I said, World of Warcraft. However, despite all of this, I am not a dork. Dear Moose, what would you say are the central tenets of Zen Christianity? Okay, well, before I answer this question, for a lot of you, I need to stipulate first that I have done my homework on this. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm a philosophy minor, and I've read really far into this, so the whole bout of, you don't know, you need to look up your facts, right back at you. So, Christian Zen Christianity. D.T. Suzuki, let's start with that. He said, the Zen of doing anything is doing it with a particular concentration of mind, a calmness and simplicity of mind that brings the experience of enlightenment, and through that experience, happiness. So, with that in mind, if you're familiar with the Bible, when they talk about the Holy Spirit entering someone, more often than not, that is what the experience of the Holy Spirit is like, as seen in Christianity. Also, there is a very interesting thing that I've read in, I believe, the book of Luke, where Jesus talks to Peter and says, Peter, do you love me? And he says, yes. He says, then feed my sheep. He does this 3 times before Peter understands what he's talking about. Now, if you look at some of the earlier writings of Gautama Buddha, you know, the Buddha, was talking to his student. He said, do you love me? He said, yes, I do. Then feed my goats. So it's the same story, which really kind of threw me through a loop. But I have a book called Socrates, Buddha, Confucius, Jesus. It's a really good book. I may talk about it later, or not, I don't know. But it's a book my parents got me for my birthday. It's a really great book, and it compares the teachings of the two. And as I read both of them, and as I read the teachings of both of them respectively, Buddha and Jesus, their teachings are extremely similar. Now, again, I need you guys to trust me that I've done my homework. Zen is not exclusive to Buddhism. Zen is a practice created by the Buddhists. For example, algebra was created by the Muslims, but if you do algebra to live your life, which we all do at some point, it does not mean you are a Muslim. So what I'm getting at here is that Zen is just a way of living your life that is focused, and it's about clearing your head and throwing away the things you don't need and focusing on the things that are eternal and lasting so that you may become a better person in life. And most of the people watching this, I'm sure, are Christian, and can you really argue that that's really different from what Jesus taught? Hey Moose, what's up with your hair? I don't know, dude. Your guess is as good as mine. Do you think the world is really going to end on 12/21/12? Absolutely not. Not at all. If you really look at it, the reason why we think the world is going to end on 12/21/12 is because the Mayans stopped making calendars on that day. So when we look at it, we think that it means that the world ends when they run out of calendars, but really what happened was that they just died before they could come up with a new one. So all that really means is they stopped making calendars. It doesn't mean that the world is going to end. Obviously, they were able to think this far into the future. I applaud them for making it as far as they did. But you can't really grasp onto that. Like, what if we stopped making calendars here? Like, you know, the Roman 12-month calendar. Suppose we just stopped making them. Would that mean that when all of our calendars were up, that the world was going to end? No, I do, however, think it would be absolutely hilarious to go to Walmart and watch everyone buy stuff to try and prepare for the end of the world. That is going to be really funny to watch. Dear Moose, why? Because I choose to. Dear Moose, if a tree falls in the middle of a forest and no one is there to hear it, how many squirrels will die? Alright, so there you have it. That was Ask Moose, episode 1. And I'll see you on Sunday, or I'll just see you tomorrow in the vlogs. So get on Facebook, post your questions, message me, comment on this video with your questions, and I promise I will answer them. See ya.